Windward from Tisharan Entertainment is a really weird, really little, surprisingly fun, and surprisingly huge game. Yes, contradiction intended. You need to be a very specific sort of person, or at least be in a very specific sort of mindset, to enjoy this game. But when the stars align, this simple little sea trade, exploration, and combat sim will scratch itches you didn't even know you had. Now, to be clear, this game isn't intended to be particularly rigorous about anything specific. You control and outfit a single ship. You are not the captain, nor are you the crew, both of which you can hire and swap out in a little bit of ship customization that changes stats like a light RPG. This does beg the question as to who exactly you are if you aren't the captain or the crew, yet you're in direct control of what they do. The ship's owner? Doesn't seem likely, since you can't buy more ships and build a fleet. God, maybe? The deity of this ship specifically? The RPG elements of the game aren't extensive, basically limited to the way the hull, sails, and ammo of your ship change its stats, but they do add some welcome elements of customization. Beyond managing your ship directly, you'll be trying to make money and explore the map, stopping at towns to take on cargo or passengers, and then transporting them for money, which can then be used to upgrade your ship. You can also explore sunken ships looking for resources and fight pirates as they wander through your territory. You'll come across friendly NPC ships in addition to pirates, though your interactions with them will be limited. Eventually, as your ship becomes more powerful and you venture further and further from friendly waters in search of more and better cargo, you'll start to run across other ships from other factions, complicating your interactions further. On top of that, the entire installation of this game is about 500 megabytes, which for the uninitiated is remarkably tiny in this day and age. To put that into perspective, you could fit this entire game on a single CD. Modern AAA titles can run north of 100 gigabytes, over 2,000 times the size of Windward. That makes the game positively portable, especially if you get a DRM-free copy from someplace other than Steam. Factor in the low system requirements that mean it should run fine on any reasonably recent laptop, and one of the simplest drop-in multiplayer systems that allows you to import your ship into someone else's instant of the game, and this thing seems designed for LAN parties. If you're not sure what those are, it's basically local multiplayer. You and your friends get all your computers onto the same network with each other and play a game right there in the same room. Kind of a novel concept, huh? In the end, though, this game really is just simple. You sail around exploring and tinkering without clear objectives beyond what you give yourself and no real pressure to do anything that doesn't interest you. To some people, a lot of the time, that probably sounds boring. But you know what's great about the world of video games? There's something out there for everyone. Windward isn't going to fuel any adrenaline junkies or kick off the next esport craze, but if you just need to relax for a while but still feel productive, it'll cover that need nicely. The visuals are very nice, soothing without being overly complicated, and the music and sounds work much the same way. Even the fight music that plays while you're in combat hardly feels stressful. Will the game get harder as you move further away from your starting waters in search of more profit? Of course. But do you have to pursue that if you don't want to? Nope. The game lets you chase after the economics and gameplay that you want without pressuring you, and it's just lovely. One of my favorite parts of this game is the sailing. Obviously it's pretty simple, just point and click, but to echo my earlier sentiment, it's just so gosh darn soothing. Look at that water. Listen to the dings and creaks of the ship. Take in the ambiance of the thing. In the end, Windward is never going to be a blockbuster hit. Frankly, I don't want it to be. You start chasing that dream and you wind up with Sea of Thieves, which takes all the soothing sailing and punctuates it with the periodic feverish ship battle followed by classic getting robbed blind mechanics. Don't get me wrong, there's a time and a place for that, and honestly most people wanting to play a game will prefer that sort of balance. But for my part, it's really nice to have a game like Windward where I can just relax and sail, trading with cities, racing NPCs that don't know they're in a race, and generally just chilling out. Honestly, if there's one thing that I'm taking away from this whole thing, it's that I apparently need to invest in a boat, or something.